EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens.
Set to kick
the first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
31-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. Very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking...
Oh, wide open, complete.
Bring in the second string.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, 64 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This time Taylor will throw. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
And 15.
Now it's Taylor. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Flowers drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Johnson.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 27-yard line.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Baltimore Ravens.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Nicholas Morrow.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, it's Pollard. Avoids him at the 40. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. We'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the...
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 27, Taylor. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Pollard. Able to push his way through. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
KJ Hamler, 40 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll run with Johnson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Albrecht Rosas lining up.
They were able to, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll look downfield for Waller, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Gibson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. It got his man complete. Past the 20.
All you got to do is look it up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
43. Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go play action with Taylor. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Yeah, he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So that one will be accepted. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. We ain't giving them nothing.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll go option to the short side, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A 52-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They run the counter. Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Back at the 23-yard line.
On second and a long way to go. Taylor looking sideline, incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Ready? March 50. March 50. Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Slam, slam, slam.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Hey, 60 Maverick. 50's the mic. Check. Hey, check.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that's caught at the 25. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Damian Ratley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 50, Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Ravens.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 64. Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Taylor to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
yeah.
Because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's a backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
And he'll go down at the 28.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks. We strap it up and...
Come on, set, 10 flat.